Alright, welcome to another Deck Tech with MTG Kid. Today we're going to go over my jankish mono green build for Modern. So the goal of this deck is going to be to beat your opponent's face with these Essence of the Wilds. Essence of the Wild is a 6/6 creature for 6, and it says creatures you control enter as a copy of it. So that's a very unique ability that can be strong if we build around it. So the goal is going to be to get to this 6 mana quickly, then put as much creatures on the battlefield as possible so that we can flood our opponent with these 6/6s. To do that, we're going to of course need mana dorks. Noble Hierarch is very good. Arbor Elf comboed with Utopia Sprawl will get us the mana that we need. Another good card in this deck is Elvish Visionary. In the early game, it's a 1/1 that draws you a card, which could help us dig to get Essence of the Wild, but in the late game, it'll just be the 6/6 that we need. As far as Planeswalkers and enchantments, we have Nissa, Voice of Zendikar. Its +1 is to create a 0/1 green plant, which is good, but then it turns into a 6/6 if we have him out, so that makes it great. The other one is Awakening Zone. At the beginning of your upkeep, make a 0/1 Eldrazi with sacrifice it, add colorless to your pool, which will help us ramp to get to him, and then we'll start becoming 6/6s. We burn out of our hand really quick, so Harmonize, draw 3 cards for 4 mana in green is very good in this deck. As far as green removal goes, there isn't much, so we're using Dismember to give target creature -5/-5 for 1 and 4 life. And lastly, we have to make sure that we get our Essence of the Wilds, so we're also running a playset of Summoner's Pact, which is 0. Search your library for a green creature, reveal it, and put it into your hand. At the beginning of the next upkeep, pay 4 or you lose the game. So that's kind of the goal. As far as sideboards, Reclamation Sage for Artifact build, Relic for Graveyards, Thragtusk for aggro, and sort of Feast and Famine if we're playing a green or black deck, just seems good. So we're going to try to get a game. This is probably one of my first videos that I'm putting up, and I'm trying to do more of these deck tech and gameplay videos. I'm hoping to really get this started. I have lots of different decks that I can review and play with, but I just need to, first off, I need to make sure I get all the card arts downloaded, because I know that wasn't on this one. Lots of the cards didn't have their art. I need to make sure I do that, and I just need to make sure that I have enough to talk about. So our game can start now. We have an opponent. Let's hit him with that good luck. Have fun. Have fun. Let's see. We have 1 land. So we have a turn 2 Nissa if we draw a land, but if we don't, we're pretty dead. So we're gonna mulligan. We're gonna mulligan that as well. We're gonna mulligan that as well. So we're gonna go to game 2. You know, sometimes stuff just like that stuff just happens. There's nothing that I could really do. So we're just gonna try again. We're gonna select to go first. Turn 1 Noble, turn 2 Nissa. That's really pretty ideal. Turn 1 upkeep. Oops, my bad. To main step. Let's just tell them bad luck on draws. But yeah, no deck is perfect like that. Every deck has its flaws, and ours just happened to come out on the one video I'm trying to record. So, things happen. Let's see. Green, white. But ideally, you're either hitting a turn 2 Nissa or a turn 2 Awakening Zone in this. Alright, that's good. Let's get some plants out there. Nissa turn 2 is so good. Having a turn 2 4 loyalty planeswalker with a blocker is really hard to argue with the power level. I think we're gonna go with the draw plan. We have 3 Summoner's Packs in hand. Just showed them that on accident. We're good to our turn. We're probably gonna swing Thalia at Nissa, but we can just block with the 1 untapped plant that we have. Is he playing Zoo? I don't know. Could be 5-color humans. Bloodbraid Elf into Arbor Elf. That's fine, except for this is going to take 3 off the double swing. Yeah, we'll block. Upkeep, draw. We're going to play Noble Hierarch. We're going to make a plant. And we're going to play Awakening Zone. So, I think we block with both, keeping our Nissa alive. The next turn we Summoner's Pact, make a plant. I think that's what we do. So I think I'm going to block both. The next turn I'm going to Summoner's Pact 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll get him down, make a plant. Next turn I'll pay the 4, get a thing, get a plant. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Uh-oh. So, like I said, I'm going to do that. I would love to make a no-draw Sprawl. I guess my things do enter tapped, which does not keep my Nissa safe per se. I'll grab Big Boy. This system does. Oh man. Yeah, that's bad. I would like to search for basic land. So that is the problem I found with this deck. Oops. That should not have happened. Oh, he targeted the wrong thing? What happened there? What did he exile? My plant, maybe. Yeah, I think there was a plant token that was there, but now isn't. So I think he just misclicked. But I still have both essences here. My Nissa's dead. But I think just due to that misclick, my opponent is also dead. I don't see a very good out for him right now. Next turn, what is that? 12? At least. 6. Okay, that's bad for him. So he's playing green-white. His Bloodbraid, Thalia, Arbor Elf, stuff like that. I want to put in 1 sword for a single Nissa. I'm going to bring in 2 Thrag Tusks for the Utopia Sprawls, I think. And I think we're going to run it back like that. I've been considering putting Thrag Tusks main, just because they're so good. So turn 1, I got Noble. And then turn 2, if I draw a land, I have Nissas. If I don't, I have Elvish, hopefully draw a land. So I'll keep. I get 2 draws. So it might work, but I am not sure. We'll see. Believe in the heart of the cards. No turn 1, so. And we drew a land. So turn 2 Nissa is really the ideal. And we have a backup Nissa for when he kills our first one with Bloodbraid Elf. And that's fine. So we're off to a good start. If we draw a land next turn, we Harmonize. If we don't, we Elvish Visionary. Alright. Now I think we might dismember the Tireless Tracker and play Elvish Visionary. Because Tireless Tracker is a really good card that I am not too happy to see right now. And we're gonna get Hierarch in for one. Because Exalted. Ooh. Easy ways to cut down on cost of the deck. Instead of Summoner's Pact, you play. There's this elf that's cost 3 and it's a 1/1. And it lets you tutor up Essence of the Wild. Then, instead of Noble Hierarchs, play Llanowar Elves, Elvish Mystics, whatever floats your boat. So we're gonna do the draw 3. See what we get. Let's do land per turn. If we minus, we make it a 2/2. Then it attacks as a 3/3 by itself, which I think is fine. So we're gonna go with that. Because again, he has a Tireless Tracker, and again, I do not like them. Next turn we hit Essence of the Wild, Nissa. He has 1 white up, and we know he's running paths. However, he just, yeah. So I think we're about to lock. I think we're about to get him pretty good for cracking those on his turn. So we'll block. We don't care about the plant. So let's hit him with the Essence of the Wild. Okay, let's make a plant. That's how you do it. And what is path? So if opponent has a response, we're gonna see one this turn. We might have like Declaration in Stone. That's one that messes it up. It exiles all creatures with the same name. And I get a clue for each one. But all my creatures are gone. Also, if he does kill it, I do have backup plan Summoner's Pact. But feeling pretty good. So next turn, plus Nissa, get 1. Okay. And then if he attacks with that, one of them will die. I guess is the plan. And then he can path the other one. So what I think he's trying to do here is I think he has a path in hand. And he's trying to optimize its power. So if I block, he'll trade, and then he'll path the other one. So I have a backup Nissa, so I'm gonna play it safe. Oh, and I have a, okay. So I'll play Nissa, and opponent scoops it up. All right. So this deck seems pretty jank, but actually works. So I'm gonna run one more, just to see if we can. Just to see if we can show you guys another game. But this deck does have one way of winning, but it's actually really good at what it does. With Nissa's extremely powerful in it, especially on turn 2, which we got both games that we ended up playing. And it just pumps out these blockers followed by these 6/6 finishers, and it just ends really well. We would like to go for, I have to tell him good luck. Good luck. And we will keep this hand. We do not have any way to get our big guy, but we got turn 2 Nissa, turn 3 Awakening Zone. Nissa over Awakening Zone is another thing. Oops, that's fine. So we will see. What's our opponent playing? Alright, so he's playing Tron. I've never played against Tron with this deck, so we'll see what happens. Because he also has big beaters. And I'm guessing his come faster, but mine are a little bigger, hopefully. Oh man, Arbor Elf on here works really weird. You have to like go through the whole process, and it takes a while. Okay, 1, 2, floating green. Whee! I think Nissa's so good. Not just in this deck, but in like decks. Turn 2 Nissa. Like a turn 2 Nissa counters a turn 2 Liliana of the Veil. Because it usually makes you sacrifice a creature. Oh look, I have a plant. So, it seems really good. 2 power plants. More build up? Does it let you draw? Yeah, it does. Keep draw. Oh man. We'll keep ticking up Nissa because her ult gets me a new hand. She ults at 7, which would be turn 6 if you play her on turn 2. We turn 5 if you play on turn 2. Whoa, that's good. One, 2, Expedition Map will give you the 3rd piece. Okay, so opponent has Tron next turn. Let's see. So guessing he's getting another power plant. I guess he's probably just getting the tower. Yeah, there it is. Tower's the one that gives you 4. My bad. Why would he get a power plant? Another star type effect. Okay. So here's Tron. Upkeep. I would love to make an Eldrazi spawn, Mr. Computer. So if I draw Summoner's Pact or Essence, I can play it this turn. But why would I draw those things when I could just draw a land? That's fine. You know, sometimes the heart of the cards just isn't in your favor. So what's our opponent going to do with Tron? If he drops a Karn, we scoop. If he drops an Ugin, we scoop. If he drops in a big Eldrazi guy, I don't think we scoop. We have blockers for days. But he does have Tron. What color is he making? He made colorless? I didn't know he could do that. Okay, he made green. Is he scrying? Sylvan scrying again? Oblivion Stone. So that's a board wipe. So he's setting it off. So that's a shame. So he has Tron and I have 4 forests and 3 forests in hand. Harmonize is ideal draw. That's fine. Let's see what draw number 2 is. Again, Harmonize is no longer ideal. Nissa, I guess, would be what I want. Noble. Get some boys on the battlefield. I don't quite know what we're looking for here. He has 6 cards in hand, and I have 2 4s. 6/6 is big and good. A little better than my 6/6. I also like playing games out. I don't like conceding. Oblivion Stone again, in case I start getting ahead. We'll go 2 more draws. Alright, so there's our guy. But I don't know if we do it right now. I feel like we don't. Because we do it, we play him. Then what? Then he attacks with Worm Coil. I don't think I play him right now. think I need a 1/1 in hand for it to be worth it. I don't know. Don't know. Yep. I'll block with the Visionary. Elvish Visionary has very little use once he gets to the field. And we'll scoop it up. Going into game 2, I think I'm gonna put in Rex Sages because he has the Oblivion Stones and the Worm Coils. And we're gonna take out Dismembers. Just run it right back. I have a paper version of this deck build that's built slightly differently. I like my paper version a little better, I think. It's more budget for sure. And it has one card that I don't run in here that I think I should include. I only put it in because I owned it and it was pretty budget. But I think I should put it in this deck because it just is so synergistic. It's out of Eldritch Moon. It's something like Emrakul's Engravel or something along the Eldritch Engravel. And it's a 3/2 for 3. And then you can tap it and sacrifice it and any number of creatures you control. And for each one, get a 3/2. So what that effectively does is mid to late game, you can sacrifice, or once your Essence of the Wild hits the field, you can sacrifice it and all your other creatures and turn them all into 6/6s because they'll all re-enter as copies. So I think that's really good. It's not in this deck, but it works really well. In my paper build, it's one of my favorite little mini combos it can do. So I'm considering adding that to this build. But for purposes of this video, I'm not running it. Turn 1 Utopia Sprawl. Turn 2 Nissa. Turn 3 Elvish. Probably, unless my Rex Sage can definitely hit something, but this is a keep. Usually on Utopia Sprawl, you're gonna name Black, which I know sounds weird. Come in. Sorry, that was my sister, and I'm literally just sitting in my room. Naming Black I know sounds weird, but when you have Dismember in your deck, it can save you life, and you're pretty good on having the green that you need. It's more of the number, but 9 times out of 10 you name Black, so that if you draw a Dismember, you might not have to go down the life. One, two. So you have Natural Tron. We're gonna go Awakening Zone. So let's see. Say he has Natural Tron. That's how many mana? I think it's 9. Or 3, 6, 10? Or is it 2, 4, 8? It's 8. 2, 4, 8. Which means he can't do both okay. That's why I put in Rex Sage. So we're gonna Rex Sage that. Which I know just gonna give him 2 little guys, but it's better than 1 big guy. Or is it? Because we can chunk that guy better? Or we do that, get our guy, make a plant? Yeah, that's what we do. That was a good draw. So, Eldrazi spawns can be sacrificed for a mana, which is what's going to allow us to cast our Essence of the Wild. If Utopia Sprawl is on something, your card is not going to highlight saying that you can cast it, even if you can. There's something to keep in mind if you're playing on X-Mage. And there we go. What's this, turn 4? So if one of them lives, the next turn we're getting 2 more at least. One of the problems with this is that turns off our Rec Sage, because our Rec Sage will no longer get the enter trigger. It'll just enter as that, which is a problem now that he has Oblivion Stone down. So there's one floating. His capabilities of 3 mana, which is not 5 mana. Does he have a Thought Knots here? I don't know quite what my course of action is here. Well, I do have to pay 4 next turn. Remember to pay your 4. Ancient Stirrings, that's fine. I mean, I know what the course of action is. See, if he attacks, I block with a plant. Minus my Nissa, swing for 14. If he doesn't attack, I still think I minus my Nissa, swing for 14. Because he's going to pop that Oblivion Stone next turn. So I think I swing out. I might just swing out, hold back 1 plant. So I might even swing at that 1/2 plant at that point. Wait, no, because then he'll block against it. No. We won't, yeah. What? Oh, he didn't play land per turn. Rest in peace, me. Oh, that's bad. So we can Rec Sage one of them away. But no, I can't because I gotta tap out or I lose. I think he got it, so I'm just not gonna pay the 4. But this deck is very easy to disrupt, but still very good. So thank you guys.